He's no good. A heartbreaker. He is a liar and he's a cheat. I don't know why they letting that man rule us. I'm telling y'all as an American, that fool ain't no good. And whoa, the corruption. He's doing it right in our face. Why can't you make him stop? Hey, what's going on, my 2 cents? Heartstrings, baby, every single day that fool is in office, every single day he does something else to offend, right? Now, I don't have a problem with white people, but now he's giving a pardon to the Chrisleys. He says he never met the Chrisleys, right? They have got people advocating for them. But the Chrisleys were sentenced. That was the reality stars. Remember, they had a reality show. They had this flamboyant man with his straight family, whatever. And I don't have, good for them, for their family, to be in prison thinking you're doing 11 years and to suddenly find out that you are free at last. Thank God Almighty, you're free at last. It is a big deal for his family. But this blatant prejudice of Donald Trump, right? Last week he done said that the white South Africans could come to this country. No black people and no brown people are welcome here, or as he puts them, people from shithole countries. But the white ones can come, even from South Africa. Then he has no problem pretending that there's some kind of white genocide in South Africa. Even when their whatever their prime minister or whoever is in charge of South Africa, he's right there in the office says, I never heard of this. I never saw this. Trump is using pictures from other places, other countries, right? To say that, oh, they're being abused. Oh, the white people are being murdered. So we have to bring the white ones here. Well, why can't the black ones come here then? How many decades and eons have they been murdered? This man's blatant prejudice to release these rich white people. Why are they getting out of prison, Trump? Why did you let those people who caused the insurrection on the White House, 1,400 people, just run free? Correct? They attacked the White House. Doesn't that mean he has such contempt? He has such contempt for anything American. How can he keep talking about how patriotic he is when he hates everything that we do here? He's willing to put the goddamn judges in prison. The mayors, lock them up, right? As long as they're not white people. All those insurrectionists, you let them out because they're white people. Correct? They love Trump. They love Trump. They love Trump. This dude is an absolute maniac. And he's so blatantly, I mean, he is just robbing America. He is in there doing things that no one else would even dream of. Why would you even think it was okay to go and accept a $400 million jet from another country for free? You called it free. It's going to cost us twice as much as the damn thing is worth. But it doesn't make a difference how much it costs to retrofit it or clean it. The point is, why would you think it was okay to make such a deal? Then we find out you're making billion-dollar deals at the same time with those same people. You're accepting these huge ass gifts for $400 billion, and then at the same time, $400 million, at the same time, you're making deals with them to build hotels in their cities. Donald Trump. How y'all doing? This food is just too much. They're showing today, all the stations are showing how much money he's making from all of these ventures of his. He is spending much more time on his financial ventures than he is in running the United States of America. I would think that being the president of the United States of America would be a full-time job. But no, it seems like everything he does, it benefits him personally. Correct? And it downgrades all the other hardworking American people, the ones he's supposed to be representing. Correct? I mean, this is crazy. For him to be so corrupt. I mean, he puts he puts the C in corrupt. Donald Trump is a monster. And they can't figure out a way to get rid of his ass. What is this Amendment 25, 25th Amendment, where he said if a person is not capable of performing the audit, what does he have to do, Republicans? They still over there kissing his asshole. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. So we're glad that you released these rich white people. They can go back to being rich, and hopefully they won't be crooks anymore. I got no problem with the Chrisleys. Anybody who can get out is going to get out, right? But it's just his blatant prejudice, the way he sees the life, the way he attacked the was it DUI, the way he attacked those people around the top just because they were brown and black people. He wanted to go into every business. Don't give them no job, right? Nothing but destruction for anybody who's not pink. He gonna get their ass too. Mm-hmm. What y'all think? Hi, Sherry Morrison. What key are you in? Baby, I cannot believe this thing they done made the president. It's amazing that they made him a president. You would think that the 34 felonies would have done it. You would think that grabbing women by their private parts because you can, because you're a celebrity, that would have done it. Correct? You would think that all of these scam after scam after scam would have done it. Nothing seems to affect these people. And he ran for one reason. He came down the escalator, honey. It was this attack on all minorities. Like those people were hurting us. So now we're supposed to hate our neighbors. Why? Oh, they're coming over the border. So what? That thing's in the news every goddamn day. Plus, he's an attention junkie, right? He ain't nothing but a reality star, correct? For him to be on every single day, honey, with a different scandal every single day, more and more about his corruption. Now his sons, you would pay $500,000. What was it? $500,000 to join his club, or was it 500? How much? How many millions? I can't keep up with all these millions and billions of dollars that he's collecting since he's been in office, honey. And he wants to run everybody's life. How dare you come in there, ruin all these people's businesses? You're putting people out of business, Donald Trump, and you're going to go to Harvard. Harvard, one of the greatest schools on the planet. And you're going to tell them how stupid and dumb they are and how prejudiced they are and all this shit. They all supposed to bow down to you. Bow down and worship yo stinking ass. Harvard has to fight back. You're taking billions of dollars from these people, billions of dollars from cancer research, right? You got these fools in there working with you who don't even have brains, right? Then you got the goddamn Kennedy. He's saying, "Oh, don't give the kids no vaccine for there's no vaccine for COVID. Don't give no. Why? You're not a doctor. And what difference does it make to you if they get a COVID shot or not?" Hard to watch, babies. Okay, that thing lies every day. Every day is something. He got to stay in the headlines. He wants the whole world talking about him. He wants to control everybody's business. He wants to go to tariff on, tariff off, tariff. Look at me. Look at me. They might be able to convict your ass for insider trading. It seems like to me you're manipulating those markets, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Correct? Oh, it's the art of the deal. It's the art of the deal. Donald Trump, you're making a fool of it. I don't think you give a goddamn if you make a fool of it or not, right? This ain't nothing but your elaborate money grab, right? You're not even ashamed of accepting gifts. You're not even ashamed of all of the shenanigans you have got to make money. You got these people over there in Mar-a-Lago. Y'all sitting around with private conversations. Your sons are starting clubs. How much is that? Does anybody know how much money that is to get into it? To his son, Don Jr. He's an idiot. He won't run for president, he said. To join his club, what is it, 500,000? I think it's $500,000. They all got to pay for these private meetings with Trump. So the Trumps get together and they come up with all their plans, how all these rich people are benefiting and all these regular people are just going to work and suffering. You're taking away their Social Security. You're taking away their food for assistance for people who can't afford to eat. You don't give a goddamn they eat or not. You want to spend the money on jets and shit, and you want to collect as much money as you can, Donald Trump. So like all the businesses, your whole goddamn life, you want to get in there, ruin the business, and take everything you can get out of it. Correct? Did the same thing with the casinos. You do the same thing with all this fraudulent ass, bullshit ass companies you start and then bankrupt. You bankrupt them at the end. More than likely, you knew you were going to bankrupt them when you went into the business. They were just money grabs. You out here selling people Bibles. I mean, how much can you make on a Bible sale? You're so goddamn greedy. Correct? If you're making these billions and billions and billions of dollar deals to build all these buildings and these hotels, and apparently he has several over there in the Middle East already. They showed a chart of all the goddamn Trump Tower, this Trump Tower. He writes his name all over every goddamn thing, right? If you're making all these billions and billions, why you got to come over here and selling our Bibles? Right? You got to sell tennis shoes. He's still selling tennis shoes. Taking advantage of those people. You hate the white people. You hate the poor white people because you think they're stupid. Oh, I love the undereducated, the poorly educated. I love them. They love Trump. They love Trump because you feel like they're stupid. You have no respect for those people, honey. None. You respect the Chrisleys. What kind of favors are they going to do for you now? What kind of deal was struck behind the scenes? Because they're wealthy as well, right? Hey, Lionheart. So, sister number one show. Miss Sand. Hi, Sandra. Hi, everybody. I didn't even speak. I'm so sorry. This fool, I mean, he is just so blatant with it, honey. And then all of them, every one of these damn stations come on and talk about how he's ripping America off, all this money he's making, and all this, and they don't do nothing about it. Surely there's something. Why did they put that 25th Amendment in there if nobody gonna use it? They keep talking about this has never happened before, that's never happened before. Why don't we make something count? Why don't we say to America, you cannot do this? Right? He let them people go because he don't respect the judges and their decisions. Anytime he can sock it to the judges, he will. Judges, the media, he done bought half the goddamn media, right? They all doing watered down coverage now. Disgusting. Disgusting pig. 80-year-old man. Need to go sit your ass down. And you know he's lying to us. He's lying to us about his mental health. He's lying to us about his cognitive ability. He lies about everything. I cannot listen to Donald Trump. When he comes on, I turn it off. Who wants to hear somebody lying to them and spinning up this bullshit with his hateful ass? No other president would even think, oh, I can go and be a bigot. I can go and be I say it right to their face. I'll say it right to their face. The airplanes falling out of the sky because of the DEI, the black people, even though black people don't even work there. They still, they fall for anything. It's just crazy, honey. Such a disrespect of the government is he's already proven that he does not respect the government. He don't respect any department in the government. That's why he had no problem coming and destroying everything. Everything. He puts Elon Musk in charge. He has got so many goddamn charges and investigations against his ass. He comes in and just gets rid of the whole department. Thousands and thousands of people are affected by these programs that he cut, and he don't give a shit. He just wants you to stop the goddamn investigation. So I'll just get rid of the whole department. And that's fine with the president. What cognitive ability? He don't never say anything of any importance whatsoever, child. Now he's over there faking like he got a problem with Putin. Right. How many private conversations did it take for y'all to come up with that one? Bought and paid for. mm. Bought. They need to give him some of that treatment that Musk is getting. Lose some of them billions so you pay attention. It's all about money, 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 money. People who have worshiped money for their entire lives, right? Right? He couldn't make nothing work. So now he found the government. He said, oh, I made more money in the last 3 months than I made my entire goddamn life. And I started off with $500 million. Right? What does money want? Money wants more money. That class of people, all they think about is money, money. Maybe he got all of his kids. They all got their own adventures to get more money. Just money just piling up in the billions and billions, and like he gonna take it with him. What you gonna do with it? How many billions can you spend? I just never knew there was. Hi, soul sister. Did I speak to you? Was many hateful people in America. Yeah, they're hateful, honey. That Midwest, they something else. I had no idea. I didn't think they hated us. I really didn't. I believe when my neighbors smile at me and say, good morning, Timothy, I believed them. I thought we were doing so much better than our past, correct? But apparently not. They jumped at the opportunity to sock it to all of these Latin people whose lives they've ruined, right? All of these Black people who are there doing everything they can to stomp their growth, correct? All the old people. I don't know if he's going to plan on pushing them out their wheelchair and push them in the street or not. Or what is his plan, right? That is just so hurt. Oh, we need the money. We're going to get the money. Every time he has a conversation about another country, they're ripping us off. They're getting all the money. I want the money. Money, money, money. Give me the money. Everything's about the goddamn. What is your interest in the money, Donald Trump? Would you want to buy people in America new carousels? What the fuck what do you care? You don't. You don't care about nothing in this goddamn country. And you certainly don't care about no poor-ass white people. They fell for your bullshit. Mm-hmm. This shirt looks good on you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I was on my way to get my Chinese food today, and I saw that story on them Chrisleys. I kind of felt sorry for the Chrisleys. Even though they were rich and they were trying to get richer and richer and richer. What were their charges? Income tax evasion, all this shit. They had 11 years, and the woman had 7 years. Their family can get back, but it's just that his blatant what do you call that? Come on, words. Let's go. Prejudice, the way he picks people based on their color, and he's so blatant about it. And then his base, they eat that shit up. They eat it up, honey. Is it what a white? I put it on my skin. I put it on my skin. He putting shit on your skin, honey. Mm-hmm. Only way he let you out of prison is because he wants to sock it to the people who he felt like were against him. He was willing to cause that insurrection on the White House and hang Mike Pence, right? And I guess he wanted to have other girl murdered as well, honey. That's what they were chanting. They had nooses and all that kind of shit. He didn't care. Just tell them, I don't want to leave. I got about $6 billion deals going right now. I can't leave the office. I got to get back into the office. I made promises. I collected these billions and all these conversations in Mar-a-Lago. The fall always follow pride. Mm-hmm. Well, Pride's next month. I guess they're having some kind of event. That thing that they're doing in DC, maybe they're doing that before the actual start of the Pride. But in that next week, I think it's next week, and they'll be all over the country. He ain't gonna like that. What you gonna do to us, Donald Trump, so your audience get excited? They will not let these trans people. I can't imagine how few trans people there actually even are. What you gonna do to them next, Donald Trump? You got them pissing in the bushes. Oh, my followers, my great followers, they love that. So he throw them something to distract from all this shit he's doing with his collection of all his money. I mean, I can't imagine anybody even being accused of being so corrupt as Donald Trump. Nixon didn't even come close. Nixon didn't even come close to all the things he's doing, because he's doing like 20 and 30 things at a time. Every time you open your eyes, every time you wake up, honey, the moment you wake up, before you put on your makeup, here he is, God damn it. He got another story about Donald Trump. He's already talking about Trump. They're talking about Trump. He got to do something else, right? And since he doesn't have the ability to give a shit about what people think, child, he has no problem attacking black people. He has no problem attacking brown people. He has no problem putting people in cages. He has no problem sending people to concentration camps. You let the white people out of prison, and then you send the brown people to concentration camps in another goddamn country. What they do? Did they make billions of dollars out there in the field picking oranges? What do they do so offensive to you, Donald Trump? They can all sit down at the bar with their po ass child and celebrate. Look what Trump did. White power, white power. No other president draws all that kind of attention and welcomes it. Oh, I'm sure there are very good people on both sides. On both sides. No, honey, you carry goddamn tiki torches and shit, talking about the Jews won't replace you, girl. That if you were so you thought that was okay, right? These people carrying tiki torches and talking about the Jews won't replace them, all this Nazi shit. You thought that was fine, correct? So why are you're so offended at Harvard University? You said they're not doing enough for Jewish people. All that, girl, get your ass. Those people are so smart. They got the smartest brains all over the world coming to Harvard. You want to come and clear it all out now. Oh, you got to leave. You got to leave. Why would you want to destroy the greatest institution, educational institution in America and in the world? One of them in the world, certainly. You want to destroy that, right? You want to break shit. Now they are in the chopping block after voting for him. But you people, you need your brain examined. Well, that's just bigotry and prejudice. We're just not. We haven't come as far as we thought we had, right? Because that's all he really ran on. Donald Trump ain't set. What was he in there talking about? They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs. Because he read that on the email, right? He's running the whole country with just email. I mean, just a little blurb on Twitter, which Donald Trump owns. This is how he caused all these markets to fail and all that. All that just aligned. 7 words. I guess they're going to see if he can really destroy this country. He hates it. He hates the judiciary. He hated the FBI. He hated the CIA. He hated every department in the goddamn government. Correct? He got in charge of them and just start chop, getting rid of nobody's being investigated. Free reign, honey. First trip he makes, he goes right over there to his buddies, right? To plan for more hotels he can build. Because he knows it's only 4 years. I got to do as much damage as I can. Really, because even the midterms, he ain't gonna be able to get away with nearly as much after the midterm. So he got to try to get it all done right now. That's why you got a different story every day of some bullshit hit on there. He's gonna have all the big grand balls, all the ones who buy the most. You spend the most millions, you'll have a conversation with me, and I'll say yes. He starts talking about golfing. The great experiment. They'll be talking about this shit for 100 years. And we let it happen. If you didn't vote, you helped. Hi, Harold Rain. Harlow Rain. Happy 21st. Okay. 21st anniversary. I met you 21 years ago. Harold Rain used to go to the same church as me. Time is passing, baby. Hi, nappy child. I ain't seen you forever. How you doing? Conspiracy theory. while pretending to run the country. He believed all this bullshit. He believes all this old Fox News shit. And those supposed to be educated people over there. Why? I mean, where is their morality? They don't have none. So scary. Oh, I won't be. He gonna run somebody against me. Oh, I won't be a congressman. Do something that we can respect. That'll be your legacy. Let that be your legacy. You stop this bullshit, like John McCain said. No, and we're still talking about it. Damn, get another job. Aren't you aren't you all lawyers? Of course, he run the lawyers too. Pitiful. We met in church. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember very clearly, honey. You were one of my first readers too when I did my first book, and didn't you read all of them, and you review. I appreciate the reviews too, honey. Ambrosia. Yeah, I don't know how to avoid this Trump shit. I mean, you can say, well, just don't watch. No. This is our country as well. We're all Americans, honey, right? And we all should be affected by this bullshit, right? How much money does that fool need? His crypto business. He made billions and billions and billions all in 3 months, right? All because he's the president. Not to mention all the shit he's building. He went over there to make contracts for himself, honey. Firing people. Shit like they all get another job. Well, how many jobs do you think are available for these federal employees, Donald Trump? They done spent 30 years learning that job. They done spent 30 years being professionals in that job. So now what are they supposed to do? Go back to school, go to typing school and learn something else, child? Or are you gonna bring the factories back? We can sew buttons on clothes. I'm gonna bring back the buttons. You're gonna sew the buttons in, or you're gonna put a sprocket in. Right? Is that the jobs that the Americans want? Are the business people, are they willing to pay people $30 an hour to do that, Donald Trump, when they can get the same work done for $1.50? You're too dumb. You're too stupid, honey. Just because you were born with a whole lot of money did not make you smart. Just because you went to college because you cheated your way through college. Right? It's always been about money, the money. Your niece married Trump. She be telling us about what's going on with Fred and how you were trained to believe all this bullshit. And now your brain is not working. That's why you always, when they talk to you, they got to catch you on the tarmac. They got to catch you walking down the hall, and you can peek out of the hall and just give your announcement for the day, right? You don't say nothing but what, 10 words, girl, and then you move you along because they can't let you talk too long. People realize you're an idiot. Hell, nobody wants to get old. You think anybody here wants to get old? No. But there are certain things that go along with being 80 years old. You're so obsessed with it, but what the brain power of Biden. Biden did his job, and when it was time to leave, he left. Why don't your ass take his example and leave? Just do something. You say since everything is the first time, and people never heard of such a thing. It's the first time in history. Everything you touch is always the first time in history. Why don't you be the first president to just resign? Right? You don't got to be forced out like Nixon. Just leave. Say, listen, I've been faking it this entire time. I didn't even participate in the election until the last minute, right? While Kamala Harris is out there working her ass off trying to save this country, your ass didn't chime in until the last minute. And then you come on with all this ridiculous shit about them eating dogs. Because it's against minorities, right, Donald Trump? And that's what your base wanted. You were helping to take this country back. We were doing so well. I mean, we were making progress, real progress. You're doing everything in your power to destroy any progress. You keep talking about 1885. Oh, the tariffs from 18s. What did you do? You read a book about 1800s Is that what it is, Donald Trump? Why are you so convinced that you have all the answers, even though all of the people, all the financial people tell you this is a bad idea? It's terrible. It's just like the goddamn casinos. It's going to fail. I don't care. I'll be out of here in 4 years. My family be set up for generations. Everybody going to be set up for generations. So since he is a sociopath, he doesn't have the ability to give a shit. You should make some more videos. Soul sister, yes, this has been a fantastic week. You love getting older? Yeah, but not to be the president, though. If he has all these cognitive issues, right? Basically, Donald Trump is nothing but an entertainer. He goes up there, most of his talks, they're just him one-liners. They're just jokes, right? One-liners. He's not a thinking man. So hopefully, I guess he's going to end up getting us in the wars, people. I don't think he even would realize that wars mean people dying, right? This week he said, "Oh, Putin's killing people." Well, goddamn, you just now realized that? How long has Putin been killing people, dropping bombs on schools and shit? Oh, he's going crazy. He should stop killing people. You got a bitch. You should stop putting people in concentration camps. How about that? No, I know I don't have the voice today, PG. Sing us a song. Sing a song. Make it simple to last the whole day long. Don't worry if it's not good enough. That's all you get. You not dogs don't sing a song. Me, the human. Okay? What you doing? He needs to learn them. He needs to learn them. Donald Trump does not read books. I've said for at least 10 years that dude is dyslexic. He doesn't read anything. The first time he ran for president, he had them people will come in with stacks of all this is all the stuff the president needs to know, right? He has to read all this stuff. I guess people who are lawyers and attorneys who are constantly working with documents, they could do that because they're constantly working with documents. Correct. He said, no, put it in a page. Sum it up in a page. And that's all he would read. He just gets the headlines. They don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Why are you letting the Chrisleys go? Oh, I don't know. I never met them. Trying to cover that ass, honey. But they awful pink. You're welcome, PG. Putin don't give a rat's ass what Trump thinks. Well, they got some kind. Putin helped put him in office, right? He's been covering up Putin's ass since he first ran. You would think that would be the first thing to do was to dissociate himself from Putin. Nope. I don't know why he would lie. What do you mean? You're just now discovering after 10 years that he murders people. We just got to pray that this dude doesn't lead us into wars that'll go on for the next 20 years, Jeff. It seems like most people around the world realize that this is Trump. This is one man. One man is causing all this hell all over everybody's country, everybody's job, everybody's work. Even the people who are over there working, they don't even have job security because he's trying to take their plants and move them to here. Well, we don't want those kind of plants, Donald Trump. Correct? If you have jobs that are paying $1 and $2 an hour and all that kind of shit, that's not what America wants. We can't survive on that because everything costs so goddamn much. Maybe if you should have focused your interest on lowering the prices here in America, like you said you were going to do in one day, right? Wondering why is a one-bedroom apartment $3,000 a month? Maybe you could have did something about those things, Donald Trump. Why did the goddamn food, you said you keep going over there lying, oh, the food is down, the eggs are down. And then you go to the store, you say, well, I don't see anything in this whole store that the price has gone down. Nothing. You had no problem lying. You are a pathological liar. That's why I can't listen to you. I don't want to hear anything you have to say, mister. And if I feel that way, other people feel that way. And we can't give up. They need to be marching in the goddamn streets. Well, actually, they are in many places. When they start hitting that Social Security check, they'll be marching. Like people got to realize that, no, I guess they're telling the truth. I guess they're telling the truth. It's going to affect us as well. What about all the jobs that Elon Musk, he got tens of thousands of jobs destroyed, and then he left. Now that they were no longer investigating him, and he's also gotten more contracts with the government now. Oh, what's he going to do for us? What have you done for us lately? Nothing. And he ain't going to. I don't think he's all that enamored because he's also a classist. So that's why I think he ain't got no great love for the poor white people either. He ain't doing nothing for them. The farmers about to lose their goddamn farms. Farm been in their family for 100 years. They about to lose their damn farm because of Donald Trump. People all over the world. We're the richest country in the world. He don't have no problem bragging about that like he has something to do with it. And then you got the poorest countries in the world where children, they see little kids and they don't weigh a number of 20 pounds, right? They're starving to death. And that fool want to make sure we don't give them shit. If you're the richest, you should be doing something. Why is it so hard to understand? So many of Trump's followers will feel the most pain. Oh, they gonna feel pain, baby. Oh, hell yes. They have children. They have divorces just like anybody else. They have divorces, honey, where they need to be on food stamps. They got 3 and 4 children. Motherfucking man ain't paying no child support because he ain't got no money. He ain't got no job. Trump took care of that. Correct? They're gonna need that. Then they're gonna realize that their mama's in old folks' home, right? He's talking about well, we can just chop some out of that too. Chop some out of that. Social Security, baby, it ain't all that, honey. Right? It's already on the border, correct? And then you want to go in and cut that. For what? What's in it for you, Trump? Because there's always something in it for you. Look at all the money I saved. Look at all the money. We don't care about the money you save. What have you done for America, honey? How have you helped this country? Correct? You even going after higher education? What, you want the people to be stupid like you? They don't need education. They don't need it. They spoke harshly to the Jewish people. Oh, but you ain't got no problem with these fools marching down the street with tiki torches talking about how Jews would not replace them. Straight out of the goddamn Nazi Germany. Yeah, it ain't gonna do us good for us to be mad at those people, honey. Yeah, they getting their ass whipped out there in the Midwest, all that red. Oh, it made me want to cry when I saw when they were doing the voting. I didn't realize how red this motherfucker is, right? The only time you saw anything blue is because this is a big city. Nursing home, most people in nursing homes. The way the nursing home works is that you people who have assets, a lot of people, they work their whole life, they have assets, right? They have a house. The nursing home, what they do is the government makes you sell your house and sell all of your assets. And when you get down to $2,000, then the people at the Medicaid takes over. And the Medicaid is what they're living on. Correct? So it's going to affect all old people. If you're not there, you're going in that direction. You got to have a surgery. What are they going to do? Tell you, hell, your insurance no longer covers this. So what do? Just kick them out in the street and let them die? Then you want to cut cancer research. You don't want a cure for cancer? Oh, they've been studying it for years. Did they find a cure? They certainly found treatment for HIV/AIDS, right? We thought that was going to be the end of the world for us. correct? Didn't we just come through COVID? Didn't they come up with medications? All the diseases, polio, didn't they come up with ways to treat all of these diseases that we suffer from? Granted, there are some that they have not figured out the cures yet, but there's an awful lot of shit, child, that they have discovered cures for. Everybody who has cancer doesn't die. I had cancer, they wouldn't cut it out. So if you had your goddamn way, they said leave him on the table or push his ass out the back. Why wouldn't you want cancer research? What do you want to save a few dollars for? What are you going to do with it? You believe you're going to get a third? Well, that would be impossible. I think he's going to put a flunky in there and he's going to try to run from through somebody else. He'll put one of these assholes up there, one of these talking heads. And that's the only way I can see him trying to get a third term. Correct? He wants to have the influence. He wants to be the Elon Musk, the new Elon Musk behind the scenes, even though he only has part of a brain left. Right? You are the unique 80-year-old, and nobody's ever seen a president like you, correct? And you don't get no cognitive abilities. And why do you keep coming up here with all of these? Oh, he's the most healthy man I've ever seen. No one's ever seen anything like it. Right. You from Mars, Donald Trump. It's all lies. Everything you say is a goddamn lie. According to your niece, you've been lying like that your whole life. Right? Lying and taking whatever you can get out of everybody, child. Just take. You're a crazy person. Now we have dangerous RFK Jr., where he says your children don't need a COVID test. Although he's not even a doctor. He's going to determine that. Why? What? RFK, why is it so painful for you that people will still be getting COVID shots? Since the damn thing took out millions of people, and we don't want to go down that route again, and the professionals have said that this is the smart thing to do, just like we get flu shots, we can get a COVID shot. Why would you want to take away the COVID shot? You still have this crazy ass ideas. Oh, it's hurting the people. It's hurting. Well, who determined that? Non-doctor. A wide margin. Child, that's the same one that wants to stop your kids from getting measles shots. Now what they got? They in some of these cities, they got epidemic measles. I mean, is it true or is it not true? RFK, can you admit that you're wrong? Maybe you ought to leave that to professional doctors, professional scientists. I think he must have got fucked up the way he talks. It must have fucked him up, and he's convinced that it was some kind of drugs that did it. So therefore, the rest of the world, the rest of the 300 million people, they got to do the same thing he do. He wants to jump in contaminated water, and he's suggesting that we do that. Should we throw our children into the contaminated water also, RFK, to believe they don't need any kind of shots? What the fuck? And Trump makes him the head of the whole damn department. A conspiracy theorist. Then he got all these people that work. They used to work for Fox News. Now they got top positions in the White House. It was worms on his brain. Oh, okay. Well, maybe the shots would have killed the worms, honey. Why in the hell would he be qualified? What's his position? You know, Lady Wisdom. What's his position? He's in charge of the CDC. Is that his position? All right. Unhealthiness, and looks like he's a delusion. Shelby can't even listen to him talk, and he's the number one man because he did Trump a favor. Maybe he'll have the Chrisleys redesign the White House. They need a makeover. Because all he did was got into the Oval Office and start putting gold shit everywhere. He got gold shit from the top to the ceiling, honey. He got gold shit lined up behind him. Who are you trying to impress, Donald Trump? You're the president of the United States. Why you need all this gold around? Why you got to be driving around in a gold airplane? God damn, how long is a ride? What you going to do with Air Force One? You going to put it out in pasture? And so you just throw that away? You know that plane works. The plane is not, is not get old. They've changed they rotate every part on the goddamn plane. That thing would have worked you just fine for the next 4 years. Oh no, you had to go over there making your big deals to benefit you. And you don't even have the decency to hide the fact that you're getting the plane. A pathological liar. That's horrible. Well, I hate to say it, but we're going to need the white folks. I'm sorry. And I'm not a prejudiced person, but that's the only people that have the power, apparently, to get rid of him. They have to turn on him. They have to write their senators, their congressmen, and say, enough. I guess that's the same kind of mindset that these people who get involved in these cults, they have these cults and they think the cult leader is the second coming of Christ. They actually believe that the cult leader is somehow affiliated with Jesus Christ. They have the bullshit that they're indoctrinated with and the shit they believe. Like Jim Jones, they actually drank the damn orange juice. You gonna drink this motherfucking shit and you know it's about to kill you and your children? So that's the mindset, I guess. And that's probably what he studied up on. Mind control. Oh, they will turn on him soon. It's coming. I'll be glad when he get here. It be coming around the mountain when it come. It be coming around the mountain when it come. Why didn't it come his last term? Wasn't that enough? He didn't do shit. He's sitting there telling us to drink bleach and that's going to get rid of COVID. He ain't no more doctor than the goddamn RFK. Oh, it'll be gone. One day you'll wake up and woo, it just be gone. That's the president. You know, remove Fauci. He got into Fauci did so much for this country as far as getting us the right information, the correct information. And so Donald Trump decided that felt he was the enemy because he wasn't pro-Trump. He wasn't pro-Trump. Get rid of him. Remove his security. Everybody's got to be punished. Every lawyer's got to be punished. All the judges, they got to be punished, right? I'm just saying, Harvard, what happened, Donald Trump? Did they refuse your son? Apparently, your son tried to get in Harvard, and they say no. They didn't need the publicity of him being there. And now all of a sudden, there you got this vendetta against Harvard University. What is the problem? Obviously, there's got to be something that you have taken personally, correct? And then you're going to destroy all the other education curriculum. You're going to destroy them as well to cover up for your original sin, was to destroy Harvard because they rejected your son. That's been floated around as well. He hates Harvard. That a bitch. There's a whole lot more brain power in one class at Harvard than you ever dreamed of having, Donald Trump. Remember, you're the one who's stupid and just a fucking carnival barker. And these are the greatest kids, the most smartest. Didn't Zuckerberg come out of Harvard and Obama come out of Harvard and all of these goddamn scientists and all of these politicians, and then they all come out of Harvard? What's your problem with Harvard all of a sudden? I believe that story has something to do with it. His son is starting college this year, and they wouldn't let him in Harvard. They wouldn't let him in Stanford, or they wouldn't let him in I don't know if they let him in Columbia. Is he in Columbia? Whatever. This is when he got a stick up his ass about Harvard. This is what happens when you have these billionaire children, I guess. Spoiled brats. Spoiled brats who's always got what they want, even though they're incompetent. He went to college. He paid somebody to take them damn tests. I feel confident of that. He can't even string together words. He's like, oh, I got words. I got big words. Oh, they can't stand that I have big words. Well, use a few of them, Donald Trump. Hit us with them damn words. Hit me with your best shot. Come on and hit me with your best shot. Fire away. He think he can go over just with these tariffs, just raise it up and down, up and down. I'm putting them on. I'm taking them off. I'm raising them. I'm lowering them. I like all these brilliant people who have made their own fortunes and so forth are not going to see that this person is crazy. How long can we go on like this? How can we let this happen to us? We're not his bitches. Tell that to the goddamn Congress and the Senate. Now the Senate's got to approve this bullshit ass budget of his. Are they going to bow down too? See, they got to try to get all this shit done before the midterms, honey. And when Trump sees all them 0, 0, 0, it is. I thought he hated his crypt coin shit. He hated all that, right? Then he starts seeing all them 0, 0, 0, zeros. He'll be hooked. He's a person who worships money. Still trying to prove something to his dead daddy. See, I'm smart, Dad. I'm smart. Look what I did. I did better than you, Dad. I did better. I found out that people are still prejudiced. I found out they're still prejudiced, and I made a fortune out of it. Look at me, Dad. Only chance we have is the midterm. I think they should hit him with that goddamn Amendment 25. They got a Project 25, is which all the shit they're using against us, and they got Amendment 25 in the government, whatever part of the government is in. They could get rid of him. They could have real doctors evaluate him, and declare him incompetent to hold office. That's what needs to happen. They need to take the country back. You gonna let this fool with this goddamn orange face just come and take a country? One dude? Can you imagine that dude get up in the morning? They say he got $700 haircuts. I said, what? He ain't got no hair. It's a comb over, child. Right? Then the other person come in, he cover the eyes and spray on the face. You got to spray. Make sure you spray the neck. Make sure you spray the neck. Spray the arm. Who the fuck wants to be an orange person? You got 100 million people here telling you the orange clown, and you still got to put that shit on thinking it makes you look good. Like we give a fuck what you look like. An idiot. We have Cory Booker. Are they trying to speak up? I don't understand government well enough, but he's coming after the goddamn judges. Any judges ever speaking up, he's trying to ruin their careers. Do you know how many people this dude got how many people, government employees, this dude has gotten rid of their positions and their careers. Their careers are essentially over. Correct? Because they spend so much time working for the government. He does not care, right? And he has done that to so many people, so many lawyers. The lawyers are terrified that he will cause their agencies to fail, right? So they kiss his ass. These judges, they've worked their whole life to get the positions that they have. They're under threat. He gonna throw their ass in jail. Just on a constant vendetta. I'm gonna punish everybody. Musk lost more than $1 billion. He lost respect of his investors too, and his employees are speaking out too. Oh yes, honey, Musk took a licking. He took a beating, honey. That company's in trouble. If they don't have the balls or the means to get rid of him, Tesla's going to be just an American tragedy. And it's not only here, because we're one of the lighter ones. They're hitting them hard in China, Japan, Europe. I mean, they're not buying his cars, honey. And it's become a political thing. And how dare him? He is a foreigner his own damn self. And then he gonna come over here and tell Trump, oh, you got to save my brothers in South Africa, the white people. You got to save them. You got to save them. The niggas are going crazy. Oh, they're killing all the white people. So what's the next thing? 2 days later, Trump got them marching off the planes, right this way, right this way. We have the housing. We have it all. Only the white ones. Excuse me, nigga. Only the white ones. It's only the white ones. Get back. Get back. You're black. No, but I'm beautiful, his man said. Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody equal shit. And he knows them pink people in the Midwest are gonna eat it up. Because I ain't nothing else. I'm still working out there in the goddamn coal mine. I'm white. I'm white. They say on the streets, they say, I put that on my skin. I put that on my skin. We done went back 100 years. Blacks for Trump, that's greatly exaggerated, honey. Greatly exaggerated. Our offense was not voting. I don't think it was a whole lot of them. They put them all up front. You know, every time Trump talks, he put 2 blacks in behind him so the camera can catch him. If you pan the audience, it ain't nothing but a sea of white. And they big. Well, let me stop. Girl, those some big white folks, child. All right. I guess I didn't miss my dinner. The lunch special is over at 4:00. At 5:00. Oh, I just missed it. The lunch special. Well, it's not so much that the lunch special, it ain't that light cheap. $15 for your Chinese meal or Handoon meal. But they give you soup with it, you know, and you get more food. They don't charge you for the extra for the rice and all that kind of stuff. So if I don't get the special, I don't get it, period. Jared's felony daddy for ambassador. Jared's felony father, he gonna make him the ambassador to France. Ain't that a bitch? Everybody got to be a criminal or idiot to be with him. They owe him favors. Jared's doing okay. He done got him a few billion. He got his billions in the last administration. No telling what he got from this one. Everybody cashing in. Right? He's raping America. You see, he ain't got no problem with raping people. And you made somebody like that a damn president. It don't make no sense. He was a reality star. Maybe they fell in love with him as a reality star because he went on and pretended to be this great billionaire. I haven't seen Maxine in a while. She says, those right wing. No, they haven't put Maxine up front. They decide amongst themselves who they're gonna put up front, who's gonna have a voice. Cory Booker has pretty much got it now. There are a few that's picking up, but they're Democrats and they have no power because of 1 or 2 votes. It's horrible. It's horrible to watch. They're gonna make about 10 movies about this, right? It's gonna be unbelievable, but then it's gonna be too late because we let it happen. Is it Kamala's fault we lost? No, she worked her ass off. Kamala was in 2 and 3 cities every day. Every stadium was packed out. She was drawing hundreds of thousands of people. She was coming here and telling us about her plans for fixing the prices in this country or correcting the prices from the days before COVID. All the prices went up during COVID, right? There was a reason that the prices had to go up, sometimes double. And she said, well, why can't they go back down now? Right? She was working on actual things. Why is the goddamn rent so high? Like a guy in New York used to say, the rent is too damn high. Right? Working on real problems, Trump ain't working on no goddamn real problem. He got all this conspiracy bullshit of his. He thinks the drag queens are taking over America. What are there? 100 in the goddamn country, child? Pelosi and Waters will remain silent. Unfortunately, they are older though. They don't have the kind of, I don't think they have the kind of fire that they had before when they were younger. It seems like people are getting older. They're worn out. They recognize the numbers. No matter what they say, it's going to be because you would have to get out on the road and have all of these town halls and all kind of stuff. So they're slowing down. They need to start finding out the new stars for the Democratic Party. We need us another Barack Obama. That's what we need. He derailed it all because since we had a black president, all the bigots and shit, they got all upset now. They're taking over. They're taking over. Look at the brown people coming. Ain't nobody taking over shit, honey. Why can't you just take your seat like everybody else, child? We are a diverse country. He's done everything in his power to prove that we are not a diverse country, and we're going back to the 1800s. Pelosi was great. She was wonderful. A great voice. And she probably still is within their meetings. They decide who they're going to put up front. Oh, y'all ain't gave me a Cash App in a while. Thank you, Nicole Reloaded. Have mercy and loving kindness for your uncle. Say what? He got to be getting that Chinese dinner from somewhere. Damn, we ain't gave him nothing in a while. Cash App. What about the Cash App? Joe Biden diagnosed with cancer. Yeah. He could live on though. I mean, we don't know. They said it's pretty advanced with Joe. We might lose him soon. Or there are a lot of cancers that are cured or managed. Not cured, but managed. Right? You can have cancer for a while. Even if he didn't have cancer for a while, he's in his 80s now. So I mean, he ain't gonna live to be 120. I just hope that it's not painful for him. Some cancers are very painful, and that he's comfortable. He's did his job. He saved us from Donald Trump. Y'all got to remember what Uncle Joe did, honey. Uncle Joe was not even going to run. The only reason Joe Biden ran for president is because they needed they didn't have somebody prepared to run against Trump. The only hope the Democrats had was to run Joe Biden, the vice president of the United States. And he did it. He did it for us. Correct? And he did his job. I'm sure he would love to have gone on to get a second term, but he couldn't do it. He's too old. And he accepted that. I am too old. And probably he had some information about his health even then. He understood. I think when he ran the first time, he said, I'm only going to run one term. So you be grateful to Joe Biden, honey. He saved our ass. And then this monster, he's so arrogant that he's going to run again. Well, you were already the president. You're already done. You came over here complaining and whining about how you didn't lose and all that kind of. You're supposed to be gone, Donald Trump. And now he don't care about nothing. Just give me the money. And that will be the benediction. Thank y'all for coming in on today. I'm sorry I got all caught up in this politics shit. There was another story I saw. Let me see. There's something else coming up. I may have to come back on here, although it'll be pretty late. Okay, something happened with TD Jakes and Youngblood. We'll see what's going on there. There's something happening with, there's several stories. That's what I mean. He sucks up all the energy in the room. Later, people.